Text back, double check.
Hey, there's our thank you, Night Owl. There she goes. I know she's on YouTube. So is it just come up now, Tim?
It might have. I don't. This internet does. It's not always instantaneous. I blame Zuckerberg and
Look.
the people at
Oh, that's
Google.
beautiful. Thank you, everybody. Good to see you. Tim was just kind of holding everybody out. It's all good.
We have to test if people are watching, right? Because we ask for feedback, and so this is the way we got it. We've been here live. We were live on Twitter, live on Twitch, live on Facebook, and now live on YouTube. So we're just testing the YouTube viewers, making sure they're paying attention.
Well, thank you for caring, everybody. Because at least we're getting some feedback. But that was right in Barcelona, huh?
Just outside of Madrid.
Okay, gotcha.
If you want me to zoom out to the global view,
you can see this from the space view. From the space
right in the heart of Spain.
Right in the middle. Spain is beautiful, man. Like when I was, like I said, there all along that coastline and the beach area is a beautiful place, man.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I haven't been.
Yeah.
I didn't go there. I did go to France and South France, but I never made it over to Spain.
Dude, look, my
too bad. I'll have to go back.
Twitter. Thank you for finding us, My Crypto Venture. Appreciate you. Look, there we go. Thanks, Deborah.
They're summoning the show. This is great. It's just like the monsters.
That's it. We're summoned. That's right. We're summoned. I love it. That's good. But yeah, sorry, everybody. It's all good.
We were here. It's technical difficulties with the.
It is. It happens. No big deal.
Let's see. We did that one. Here we go. Here's another. 2 more, maybe. Ooh. Zaventem?
Who?
What do you got there? Belgium is rocking out. They're all over the place. How are they coming out so early?
I don't know.
A lot of Belgium's coming out.
We got a lot of people that are Belgium. Belgianese.
Another one with a population of 28,000 people. That's not bad.
Yeah.
B2 in Belgium. And Olgameth.
Good evening, KP Queen. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hello, Jason. Thank you for finding us. Glad to see you on YouTube. That's right. Especially it's a YouTube show, Awesome.
Well, we're everywhere, Ray.
We are. You said we're streaming on Twitter. You got it all good,
We got 3 Facebook pages going, 2 YouTube pages going.
Even a Twitch, right?
Twitch and Twitter.
Yes, it's all good. We suffer FOMO and we miss you guys, right? Even too, I'm gonna drop the Zoom. We're gonna have a Zoom after this too. It's for everybody. I want to talk it's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing.
So this is the complete collection. If there's another one, I'll scroll through this real slow. If you Jesus Maria.
Oh, I wonder where I bet you that's probably Italy. What do you think? Want to guess? I'll say Italy.
Nope. You're going to say Italy. I'm going to say Mexico. Oh, look at that. It's here.
You're so... That don't count, man. No.
So then it's not Jesus. It's Jesus.
Jesus, yes.
Jesus Maria. 2,638 people.
Yes.
Right there in Jesus Maria.
Wow.
Mexico. Very cool. So yeah, that's let me go back to I was just gonna scroll down and see if there was a city that jumped out, if there was anything in Atlanta or around you or whatever. See if we see anything. Oh, and refreshing. Star Valley. A lot of crazy names out there, Ray.
It is crazy to us,
Yeah, they need a lot of work on pronunciations.
I'm sure where I kind of grew up, Newport Richie would be goofy for some folks too,
But 242 monsters to choose from.
Wow,
most of them in Belgium.
Hey, and everybody that was popping over here, Tim kind of discovered something pretty cool because we were kind of wondering how many NFTs, and he found wherever you just click on one and show them the number you're talking about. I mean, it doesn't have to be that exact one, but
yeah, where is the number?
I don't know.
I think it was this one.
But either or, click on the thing itself, like the shadow picture. Maybe it's when you pull it up, right?
Nope.
Huh.
Not much there.
But either or, wherever you looking on here, there's a number up there, right? And that number he's seen was around 84,000, right? And
well, I know what I can do, right? If I go back and we pick tomorrow, let's go see. We'll start out at the.
Thought I meant no. Thank you. Thanks for being diligent there, Georgia. The keeping after and trying to find us. Appreciate it. So look right there, right? 70,462, right?
Yeah, there you go.
So it's just scrolling down. Look, there's a 93,000. Tim, second row, 93,000. Is that 840?
Yep.
Wow.
93,840.
So at least 93,000 NFTs, Tim. Wow.
This is going to be a monster collection.
That is massive, man. Good
Yeah.
find. I like that. That's what we're doing. Speculating, Tim. We're speculators, right?
If they we see all the low numbers and they're all filling in. So, I don't think they skipped a digit.
Yeah. There you go. That's right. The portal.
I don't know if any of these monsters would be burning or anything like that or what. I mean, you come up with some crazy ideas. Maybe they'll turn around and head back through the portal.
Yeah. Thank you for watching too, Jason, because it's fun. This whole project here is cool to discover. Because even like I said, I love the actual summoning and trying to find it, and that's cool because you don't know what you're going to get, and then you got this revealing. That's all these different times. I mean, it's so unique how this project is kind of working out, man. Never seen anything like it, right?
Yep. Let's see if I go back to this, and I want to see if there's a gold coming out tomorrow.
Yeah,
we got no gold.
We'll jump into the news.
Yes. Arrival date March 31. This is a lot. Holy cow. That is 301. 301 coming out tomorrow, Ray.
Wow. It is
301.
And John G is saying 218,000 mints. It's not up anymore. Where did you see that, John? Because that is, I mean, seriously, it's what's if you see these kind of things, like I said, it's been,
Is that the record? Is that the record one?
Oh, is that the biggest one that you've
ever seen? We were trying
to
find out if, yeah.
Okay. And then if that is, let me know, John. That's pretty cool, man. That's a lot. That's a lot.
You got one gold coming out tomorrow.
Wow.
Number 981.
So yeah, even not like you said, 90,000. That's who knows if that's the top, or not. Okay.
90. Cool. Yeah, 93,000. So we'll see. But
give me a sec. No, absolutely. Sure. Thank you.
So yeah, cool stuff. So one gold coming out tomorrow. That's fun, and then a bunch of blues and some greens. So let's get into some news, right?
Right on, man. You ready with me?
No, since I'm here. Okay. But I need your help with this stuff because a couple of news stories I saw, but I don't understand what they mean. So I figured you could help me.
Sure.
Or maybe our audience, which is so knowledgeable and helpful that they can, figure this out. But a new synthetic Bitcoin is coming to Ethereum.
Right.
So this is, I think it confused me. So I was like, what's a synthetic Bitcoin? Right. Don't know if you had ever heard of it, but Badger DAO plans to bring a synthetic Bitcoin to Ethereum through liquid staking derivatives.
Right.
So so we were talking about the staking and how, what's the next, Ethereum's going to unlock the staking.
Right.
What's that called again?
It's the Shanghai thing.
Shanghai, right? So when Shanghai comes out, then people will be able to stake and unstake. So I guess that would make it liquid, right?
Right.
Because if you can't unstake, that's a illiquid asset. So it's through liquid staking derivatives. The aim of the new crypto asset dubbed eBTC is to become one of the most decentralized synthetic Bitcoin assets in the market, backed solely by liquid staked Ether and reliant on immutable smart contracts.
Right.
I thought it sounded pretty cool, but I figured it would confuse people.
just so you can kind of, you get it. Remember how when we're on Ethereum, you have the wrapped W, right?
Mhm.
The W, you can have a WBTC, a wrapped Bitcoin, wrapped this, wrapped even ETH, right? Wrapped
Okay.
ETH.
Yeah.
So a synthetic is similar to that, right? It's a synthetic is synthetics is a protocol that enables the issuance of synthetic assets on the Ethereum blockchain. So not saying exactly, but to me, that's what it sounds like. It's just like with a W at it, wrapped. Synthetics is also another way, I guess, a protocol that allows you to do something, similar. I'm also, like I said, reading it supports synthetic commodities like gold and silver, Tim,
Mhm.
synthetic cryptocurrencies, synthetic crypto indexes, and synthetic fiat currencies. So I guess it's a way to kind of bring any of those type of assets on to Ethereum, right?
Gotcha. And you just mentioned the wrapped
Yeah,
BTC, one of the most commonly used forms of Bitcoin on Ethereum. But the points of centralization come potentially censorship risks. And
yeah,
then you were saying down here, eBTC smart contracts will be immutable,
right,
and the user's collateral or debt positions will not be controlled by any governance. So plans for a multi-sig are in place, and a multi-sig governance will operate through Badger DAO, and that can adjust the yield share fee earned from staked ETH collateral.
right, okay.
So it sounded pretty cool and something to learn about. A synthetic BTC.
Gold a day keeps the FUD away. That is absolutely true, George.
That was one that I definitely want to learn more about. And then this was one that we're talking about and goes right up the alley of more that we're going to talk about. Crypto custody has a problem, and only banks have a solution. That sounds like a mainstream media story.
That's right. That's right. Is this put out by Fox News or CNN, Tim?
Yeah, this is put out by
Clockworks, I see. Yep.
somebody. But yeah, there's nothing more. There's
Deep
nothing
dark
more
void
some
of
in
trust.
crypto.
Deep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
man. The crypto industry would like to then seize upon the failures of Silicon Valley Bank and the Signature Bank and Silvergate to sow distrust of traditional financial institutions. And while it doesn't seem that these banks did anything illegal at this juncture, the events may indicate broader, perhaps industry-wide failure. In fact, recent reports that at least 190 additional banks in the U.S. are currently in danger of uninsured market runs,
right.
similar to the two that have already failed and been bailed out and or sold. I think Citizens Bank is buying SVB.
Sure.
So that's crazy. But yeah, they're saying that the banks are set up to be custodians of crypto more than the DeFi,
Right.
just to make it easier for people to come in and out, which I understand, and we talked about that. But not your keys, not your crypto. So, and these guys then again, like Signature and Silicon Valley Bank, if they're going to start leveraging the amount of crypto they have in the house, you end up like in a position where Sam Bankman-Fried said he had $1 billion worth of Bitcoin and had zero Bitcoin in there, paper Bitcoin, and then and even so, I mean, it's when they go 9 times leverage, that's a lot of paper assets,
right?
Because they're just leveraging and reusing that collateral to do different things. So it's not nearly as safe or the answer to what we're talking about.
Right.
But and then of course, because there's no regulation in place yet, it's a mess. And you're going to talk more about that it's more about the restrictive
the Restrict Act. And
Restrict Act.
It is it's important, and this is people, this is how this is going to go in the future, and you need to get involved. I think that's been the biggest problem with anything that's going on. A lot of people have gripes and complaints, but you need to get involved. This is your kind of your way of life, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't get involved, or you're kind of distracted of watching, I like basketball just like everybody else. Like we're watching the Final Four, but there's a lot of stuff that you need to get involved in this Restrict Act is one of them. And you'll see when we, go through this real quick. It's funny how they always name things, right? Like even the Patriot Act, right? Kind of crazy, because it's always a lot of control, and it never pulls back, right? It always kind of goes for more and more and more. We just kind of say that. Even things like that, the Clean Water Act, it's just the way they name things is ridiculous. But this Restrict Act, they're kind of sneaking it in because everybody's all up in arms with TikTok, right? This isn't just about TikTok. There's way more than TikTok. Okay. And I said, I'll show you. We're gonna kind of go through this a little bit, and none of this should freak anybody out. This again, it just means you should get involved and call your congressman and congresswoman and senator, and you should talk to them, right? You should put and make your voice known. Hey, this is not what I want, right? This is not what I need. And if you're gonna do this kind of stuff, then I'm gonna vote for the next person. Not you. So let me jump in here and allow. And first, Tim, I'm going to start my own email, right? I'm going to show you an email I got today. Here it is, March 30th, today. And here it is. MetaMask sent me an email, Tim.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, look at MetaMask. That's nice of them.
Do they do that?
Yeah, they're asking me to recover my wallet. What? That's amazing. Yeah. Thank you, MetaMask. And again, people, this is what you look at, right? Do you see this, MetaMask? Do you see this CEO of growforme.com? That is not MetaMask, okay?
Right.
This is the stuff you look at. I want you to understand scams are everywhere. And I get this goofiness. Everybody gets this goofiness from all kinds of places. It doesn't have to be crypto. It could be your bank. But you look at this right away. If it's say it was from PayPal, right?
Right.
Okay, that's not PayPal's web address. So what the heck are don't mess with this stuff. And that's what they're saying. Suppose I didn't upgrade my wallet. What would happen? You will lose all of your cryptocurrency if you neglect to update your wallet. Stupid. Don't do this. Mm-hmm. We're going to start with the safety stuff. That is ridiculous. I just wanted to show you that's today. This is ongoing all the time, and I never even mess with this. I don't even unsubscribe down here. I just don't mess with it. Right? The worst I'll do is just kind of move this over to spam, or right there, like you hit this.
Yeah, that's what I hit.
Right. And
mine today was from Home Depot. And it was Julie 457 at Hotmail. I was like, wow, Julie's working from home today.
Home Depot got the
Home Depot said I won a $250 gift certificate. I needed to go claim it.
There is the easiest place right there to look, seriously. And that's just like what Tim was saying. You'll see stupid stuff, right? And it doesn't matter. I don't even mess with them anyway. If it's really important, they'll call me. Somebody's going to call me, right?
Yeah. But it looks, they have the logos up there, the ETH logo, Home Depot had the same, they copied, they probably got an email from the real Home Depot and they just copied it and said, oh, maybe somebody else will answer and, buy a $250 gift certificate for $25.
Yeah, there you go.
And then I'd never get that gift certificate. It would be crazy.
So this is the Restrict Act. And this is something that everybody needs to dial in on, right? This is something that they're going to go way too far on, because this is a blanket authority with few checks to ban just about anything linked to a foreign adversary. And that means you too. I don't care if you're a citizen in the United States. If you use something as simple as a VPN, that it might be overseas, they can ban it. That's how crazy restrictive this thing it is. And then I got like a little video I want us to watch after this. Guy explains it.
A VPN is a virtual private network.
Right.
So it's a protective layer so that you don't get messed around with spam or different scams. You're on your own private network.
Right. And everybody should do that in crypto. You should.
Yes.
That's how people don't kind of know your IP address. I'm not going to get into the weeds, but yes, it's important to have that kind of stuff. But down here, the Restrict Act, introduced by Senators Warner and Thune, aims to block or disrupt transactions and financial holdings involving foreign adversaries that pose risks to national security. Although the primary target of this legislation are companies like TikTok, the language of the bill could potentially be used to block or disrupt cryptocurrency transactions and, in extreme cases, block Americans' access to open source tools or protocols like Bitcoin. And that's what they do. I mean, they just kind of nudge the door open, and now they got it. They're kind of weighing it because this is completely anti U.S. Constitution, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have rights, and that's the creep that everybody needs to start understanding. They are not the ones that are in charge, right? Everybody needs to understand the way this is all set up, this country, right? The people are in charge. The republic is in charge. States are the ones that make the kind of way that that their state is going to run. That's why it's a big laboratory, right? Everybody gets to do different things. That's why we've been bringing up Texas, Wyoming, Florida, all these different states that are making their own, even ways to do commerce and things like that. But I'm not going to go through this because
It's kind of in the name, right? The United States.
That's exactly right. But that's what's funny is literally that we were set up as decentralized, and we've talked about this before. And all of a sudden, it comes back just like that, and it starts, becoming centralized, and the controlling thing like that. It happens all the time. But that's why our Constitution was set up the way it was. It's to prevent this ridiculousness. They knew it all the way back then that's what always happens. Power corrupts. Absolutely. And that's what happened, right? This was going to happen and continue unless we do something. And this is why we talk about this stuff, because it is important. And this, I just want to let this guy talk because he explains this perfectly, right? And just let him go.
How we use the internet is about to fundamentally change forever, and it's terrifying. This is Bill S686, also known as the Restrict Bill. You'll probably know it as the TikTok ban bill, but it does so much more than just that. It actually does more than any bill I think we've ever seen. I encourage everyone to read it by going here and clicking the text tab, but here are the main takeaways. Foreign adversaries can change by definition, but a few are already listed. They are the People's Republic of China, including Hong Kong, Special Administration Region, the Republic of Cuba, the Islamic Republic of Iran, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and of course, the Russian Federation and Venezuela under the regime of Nicolas Maduro Moros. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but these definitions can change at any time. The bill covers hardware technology like modems, routers, and home cameras, and virtual tech like VPNs, and basically bans them if they are manufactured by or used to contact and deal with foreign adversaries. Speaking of VPNs, using VPNs to bypass banned apps such as TikTok is made a criminal act under this bill. And the penalty is a minimum imprisonment of 20 years and a minimum fine of $250,000 to $1 million, depending if you know it.
20 years.
All my kids are going to jail.
That's right. 20. How crazy is that? 250,000 fine, and all the ridiculousness that's going on in the world today. Nobody goes to jail. But understand what all this is going on, right? It's a very big deal.
And they did so to access banned content. The bill gives the federal government the power to monitor any activity used by these suspected devices, virtual or otherwise. Essentially, they can monitor what you are doing at home 24/7 without even informing you. This includes things such as routers, video games, streaming apps, smart thermostats, Ring cameras, basically anything that uses the internet. Now, the real terrifying part of all of this, as if that all wasn't terrifying enough, is that the bill goes on to state that this will happen by the president appointing a secretary of communication. That secretary then forms a group on their own without any voter input whatsoever. This group can have meetings behind closed doors. They don't have to disclose anything. They can ban and deem anything inappropriate or a risk to security at any moment in time. And if they do, they can go through your instant messages, your emails, text, basically anything that uses the internet, and they can censor it. So in summary, this bill can effectively ban anything the government deems inappropriate extremely quickly without warning. Ramifications of this range from breaking up mass communication methods to even watching the cameras in your home, aka spying on you. It really is that bad, and I am not speaking in hyperbole. Please contact your reps. I have a video on my TikTok ban playlist on how to find your representatives and tell them if they vote for this, you will support their opponents in their next primary. If I missed anything in this bill, please let me know in the comments. Share this information with anyone and everyone. I will be covering this bill and the TikTok ban throughout, so to stay informed, please make sure to follow.
And you know what's crazy is people buy these stupid things like Alexa.
Yeah.
You're bringing the thing into your house. And again, I mean, I know this is, people made fun of all this stuff just a little bit ago. But this is what happens. This creep always happens with any kind of totalitarian type government. And it's just a normal step. Governments want control. And some of it, who knows? It could be that it is, in their, what they're trying to do is protect you, but it doesn't always stay there. And that's what he's saying. Once they do this, then they make this board, hire a board, and now those people are kind of, unobstructed. They don't have any kind of oversight, and they're just making up stuff as they go along, right?
Yeah.
How powerful is that? Do you understand how powerful anybody just knowing that group, right? It's not good, and that's not how our country's set up. So, like I said, it's just important. These things you need to know what's going on, and this is serious stuff. This is the kind of stuff that you need to get involved with, because for too long, everybody just kind of sat back and just did nothing. And kind of just, this is a great place. Our country is always going to be amazing and free. And this is the kind of, stuff that we need to push back against, because we're in charge. You should know that. People are. That's why it's
absolutely
people. It is.
Yeah, that's some crazy stuff in there. But I mean, a lot of times, they're set up to fail, and they throw those things out to, distract a lot of people, or just make people, all upset, how they're going to take everything away. And it's, the beginning of a negotiation tactic.
Yes.
Just like we talked about it the other night, that, they want to come and have you register if you make a purchase over $600.
Yes.
I think that's ludicrous. If everybody had to claim anything, because right now it's $10,000, right? So if you bought anything over $10,000, the government has to know about it. Okay, so what do? They ask you to track 600, because then they want to go to $5,000 instead of. Yeah. So they go, oh, we won't go to 600. We'll just go down to 5,000. And you go, oh, at least they're not coming to 6. But they just cut it in half from 10 to 5, which is still crazy. I mean, you should be free to buy whatever you need to. I understand big, large purchases, need to, be registered, but, micromanaging the citizens seems a little crazy.
Right. And it is. I mean, that is absolutely, a negotiation tactic. That's all that Trump did, or President Trump did, is that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You throw it way, way, way down the road, way out of ridiculous land. And now you can come back into the, mid-range and get what you really wanted, right? You just kind of say something outrageous, like, just kind of how he did, right? That's what he did.
Yeah. Yeah. Facebook users, maybe they'll read our mail soon. Yeah. I don't get any good mail anymore, but logging into your Ring, getting into all your stuff that goes on, your backyard camera and all that kind of stuff. You don't need them being able to tap into that stuff.
Yeah.
Knowing that you're having a barbecue and your friends coming over.
That's what people do. They'll get to that's what I'm saying. They got you to a point where, like, well, if you're not doing anything wrong, it shouldn't matter. Yes, it is. It's called privacy. They don't need to know anything about what I'm doing. It's true. I mean, that's what's ridiculous. People will say that, and you're like, "Are you all right?" It's not their business what I'm doing, right?
Right.
Period. So that's what people are not getting, and that's the whole idea why this place was so amazing. You are sovereign, right? You have your own rights, and that's what's ridiculous.
So. Crazy stuff, Ray. Crazy stuff. So tomorrow we got almost 300. We got over 300 monsters coming out, and I'll go back and show off the everybody's favorite check marks coming out in 46 minutes. Go ahead and jump in there. You can get one for just over 400 bee honey, which is over $2 right now. Still, Ray.
Yeah, man.
And so you can go grab yourself a check mark. Or take a look at some of the many monsters coming down the road. If those numbers are correct, we're approaching the 100,000 mark. 93 is the highest one we found. So we'll do a little more searching and see what the highest number we can find is. So cool stuff. Very good.
No, it's not you. It was Tim. It's all good. I'm just messing, Tim. Come on. Oh, look, here we go.
Okay, go ahead. Put it up, Ray.
All right. Thank you, Tim. It was on the Monster Yield page next to the numbers of NFTs, number of minted, 218,000. Now there's no out of
218,000.
wow. If that's yeah. So it was on there, and then it hasn't been up for maybe a week. Okay. Thank you, John. Excellent, man.
Wow.
Because that's a lot.
I didn't see that number. I didn't see that then.
Wow.
But there's bigger. I haven't seen anything over 100,000. I haven't seen anything over 100,000.
No, I hear you. Me too, John. I mean, that's what we're all doing. We're kind of, having with any of this stuff, the story, knowing that there's different kinds of, species. We've heard about realms. There's not too much that you kind of, do know specifically. You kind of do the speculation of the story. And that's why, this one click thing. And that's what's cool with the, Hatsack doing this click party.
The number might be under here, Ray.
It is. You're
right. We're looking for could be under here.
It could be. And that's why if you go through and read the cards, that's what I'm saying. It's building to, like I said, this is a pretty substantial thing, man. This is it's wild. Yep. I've never seen an NFT project like this. This is a big deal. I mean, even anything over 100,000, that is a very massive NFT project. Oh, thanks, Steve. Thank you, sir. Good to see you. But yes, just in general, everybody, I know we do a lot of crypto news, and this is crypto news as well. I know it gets more into what Washington and the Senate and Congress and all they're doing with legislation, but all of that's important. We've been waiting for regulations and guardrails.
Sensible regulation,
yeah, sensible ones. But
anything, but with the way they're talking, that restrict bill was crazy. That's like seizure. That's not restriction.
Yeah.
So, that's what you want to do. You want to talk to your senators, congressmen, House representatives, all those people that are going to be voting for this, saying, this needs to be free and fair. Not necessarily free, but fair, and lay down the rules so that everybody knows what's going on and adoption can happen. I'm sure there's a ton of people sitting there going, it's going to zero. Their government's never going to let it happen. Everything's going to be worthless. And, there's those people out there, the Debbie Downers out there, not waiting for the government to say, you can have it, you can't have it, or, it's going to be taxed by X amount. If you don't know that, then there's a lot of people not wanting to play the game.
It is. And that's what sucks. That sucks for no innovation. We know that this is the future. And what are you doing? What is the United States doing? It doesn't make any sense, right? Because it's just because of control. They're all freaked out on how they can position themselves so they can stay in full control. Because this blockchain, it's very unique. Instead of this government entities, and they still want to be that middleman, right? They still want to have that governance and authority. When you can do this with protocols, that's the whole idea with blockchain. It removes that person that makes the decision. And they're biased, right? That's the whole idea. And that's why we're all about decentralization. When you can build a blockchain and you have protocols and the thing is audited and it's running perfectly and it's doing exactly what it was programmed to do, it's going to do that forever. I mean, that is what the technology is about. You won't have a person that's going to put their own little biases and do all that and have favoritism and, or they're just some hungry, powered person that's going to mess and muck all that up. And that's the point. So, it's just, we'll see how it goes.
Right. Excellent. All right. Very good, Ray. I think we're going to call that a wrap. And tomorrow night is Friday night. Are you going to show up?
I don't know. Well, maybe. I don't know. Actually, I don't think so. I'm going to see somebody sing. That is nice. She's in our group too. She's a B. So she's been doing some things, man. It's awesome.
Excellent. Well, I'll be here because I'm going to show off that gold. It'll be a super short show, and just want to show off that a couple of monsters. If there's a interesting news story, I'll bring it up there. Maybe micro monsters are involved.
I like that, John. That is that's good speculation right there. Micro monsters. I like that.
Mini monsters.
Yeah, a little mini monsters.
Very cool. Yeah, we do not know. It could be underneath this. Underneath this right here.
So get clicking on it and just get your friend. I mean, anybody could do this. You just get a whole little group and you say, hey man, help me click. And they might not understand NFTs, but this could be their first, foot in the door. And just following along the story, people love stories. That's why I love this project. It's very unique, and it has an awesome story, right? And like you had made that video the other day, Tim. I like it. With the Antarctic and the guy narrating. It's good stuff.
And then there's going to be all those different monsters. We have to learn about what they're going to be able to do, and then of course all the localities that come out there. It doesn't matter. There's P1, 2, and 3, which are different sizes of those localities, but there's going to be thousands upon thousands of them. So if you don't get your town, you can take any town and just have fun with it. Just join in. There's plenty of room. Yeah. Right? Plenty of room for everybody to get involved, and that's the fun part.
Yeah, man.
Very cool. All right, bud. Well, I'll be there tomorrow night. We'll do a quick show and have some fun, and then we'll get you back on the other side.
Cool, man. Appreciate everybody. Thanks for watching.
All right. Thanks for showing up, even though I was a little bit late on the YouTube trigger. Good night, everybody.
Night.